Anybody for a game of mixed doubles? Stick around. Hello and welcome to Mixed Doubles, the monthly review show where I take two horror movies with similar formats but of two different subgenres and I do a double review with Mixed Doubles. Yes, so I am Random Ross. So let's get on with it. This month's Mixed Double reviews, where I also review each film within 3 minutes or less, or just slightly over 3 minutes. Anyway, let's crack on. So, for the first mixed double review, I am reviewing The Blair Witch Project. So, this is a 1999 found footage film. Probably one of the earliest found footage films. I mean, it's not the first, we've had many before, Cannibal Holocaust. So as you do, 3 student filmmakers go out into the woods to make a documentary film about the Blair Witch, and then before you know it, they're being hunted down by some supernatural force, and yeah, it is the Blair Witch. Or is it the missing student filmmaker that goes missing, the real culprit? We don't know, but it's a theory. Anyway, let's get to my likes and dislikes about this one. So first of all, I like that it's found footage. Yes, I liked how it was easily made, so simple, and I liked how this was made to look like a real film. It was like, it's something they use for the marketing tool, and I thought that was amazing, and it genuinely did scare me when I first watched it when I was about 14. Yes, 14 years old, watching it. I did find it scary and unsettling, especially towards the end when they found the missing guy and he was facing the corner, and then next thing she drops the camera and it's left unknown, leaving it to our imagination what happens next. And I liked that. I liked the ending. It was just scary and creepy and unsettling, and yeah, this is an instant classic. It was an independent film and one of the probably the earliest films to be put on the web, to my knowledge. But yes, this is I mean, every horror fan should at least know of the Blair Witch Project. I mean, I do. They did make some sequels, but they were nowhere near as good as the original, apart from the last one, Blair Witch. But this one, was a true, hit. It terrified people. People thought it was real, and it scares people, and that is what a horror film always needs to be. Yes, my dislikes. I guess one dislike is that it was a bit of a slow burner, but the patience of the build-up were greatly rewarded with suspense and scariness. There was a bit in it where the female student filmmaker is crying. I can't remember her name, but that is real tears and real fear, because these actors in it had no idea what was going on, even though it was the director and the producer and the crew that were the Blair Witch making noises and playing audio sounds of baby cries. What else did they do? Yeah, this film, I've already said already is a smash hit. It's just, it feels so original for its time, but it works. And this film looks so real that condolency cards and flowers have been sent to the families of these 3 actors. That did not go missing because it was staged. But still, that just shows how much of an impact the found footage genre can have. So, final thoughts and ratings. The Blair Witch Project didn't have good cinematography, but that was the whole point of it. It was not meant to look like a perfectly good film, and I thought it was brilliantly made. So, with all that being said, I'm going to give the Blair Witch Project, I'm going to give it 3.5 machetes out of 5. So, for our next mixed double review. And for my final and second mixed double, it is Cloverfield. So, this one, Cloverfield, basically what happens in it again, found footage, but a different subgenre, science fiction, giant monster, whatever. So yeah, group of friends have a farewell party for this friend who's leaving to get a job in Japan, and then next thing, this giant monster out of nowhere attacks New York, goes on a rampage, and we follow our main characters in it who are out to survive and try and get out of New York. And then there's the giant monster Clover rampaging around and stamping about. One of them wants to save his girlfriend who's on the other side of New York and manages to, but then they're all on a hunt down for from the Cloverfield monster. So let's get to my likes and dislikes. First of all, again, I like that this is found footage. I like the CGI effects in this. I like the cinematography, even though it's not meant to be brilliant because it's a found footage film. I liked the monster when we finally get to see it. You know, big and fierce and scary. I also liked the Easter eggs they put in there and Easter eggs to other giant monster films. You've got to look carefully, look fast, freeze frame, because you do see like images from King Kong, Godzilla, them. I also liked our acting in this from our characters. They did a great job acting in this, you know, and yeah, I found this unsettling when I first watched it, but I think it's a great film, you know, and it's spawned an anthology franchise with 2 other films. The third one not been as well received, but still, I liked this one. I like the monster Clover, as I've already said. My dislikes are probably that we don't get to see the monster straight away. It's all a build up to suspense, but still worth the wait. It's a great giant monster horror film, and yeah, it's a fun watch. And like I said, if you like giant monster movies, you will like Cloverfield. I recommend this. There's so many Easter eggs in the film, and there's a ton of them in the posters and that. Yeah, there's one in the poster. There's another scene where the Statue of Liberty gets her head ripped off. We see it happen off screen, but we see the head land in New York somewhere because the monster rips it off and throws it. So, Cloverfield. Yes, I like this film. It's well done, and it's an enjoyable film and a fun watch. So my ratings for this, I'm going to give Cloverfield, again, this gets 3.5 machetes out of 5. So that is my second mixed double on Cloverfield. Now for the next bit, the shout outs. Yes, let's go to that. This month's shout-outs go to Girly Gore and Dave Maggot. Be sure to check out those 2 awesome horror YouTubers and to tell them that I sent you their way. So yes, that's it for this month's Mixed Doubles. Have you seen any of the films featured in our reviews in this one? If you have, then let me know down in the comments below, and be sure to, like I've just said, check out our monthly the shout-outs for this month. So yeah, I have been Random Ross, this has been Mixed Doubles. If you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up, don't forget to share with your friends, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and to hit that notification bell. All of my social media links, my Facebook group, the Random Horror Madhouse, my Twitter, Instagram, are all linked down below, so be sure to check all that out, and until next time, don't have nightmares.